Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. If you are an aspirant who is preparing for high school teacher recruitment and graduate primary school teacher recruitment, that is HSTR and GPSTR, the minimum criteria which you should be knowing is about the exam pattern. I am getting many requests from aspirants relating to the exam pattern. Many aspirants are getting confused with the different type of exam patterns for HSTR and GPSTR. So here I am to clear your confusion away. So please make sure that you watch this video till the end and get clarity on what is actually the exam pattern for HSTR and what is actually the exam pattern for GPSTR. Okay. So this video should clear all your doubts, and I believe that once you watch this video, it will be hardly about 10 minutes. Things will become very much easy for you, because without knowing the exam pattern, it will not be easy for any aspirant to prepare for that exam. Okay. Getting to know about the exam pattern is the first step for your preparation of the exam. Okay. So let us start with the HSTR exam pattern. In HSTR exam, you will have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will be of 100 marks and paper 2 will be of 100 marks. Okay. For both the papers, they will give you 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours for paper 1 and 2 hours for paper 2. Here in paper 1, you will have general knowledge, educational psychology, general English, computer knowledge and mental ability. Now each part in this paper 1 is divided for marks, like general knowledge is of 25 marks. They will ask you 25 questions from general knowledge. Okay, all these will be multiple choice questions. Okay, even in paper 2 also you will have multiple choice questions only. So basically in HSTR exam, all the questions are multiple choice questions only. You have to take the correct answer from the given 4 options. Okay, that is for each question. So coming back to our paper 1 syllabus, first was general knowledge, right? So next we have educational psychology. There will be 25 questions. Each question will be of 1 mark. So totally 25 marks will be there for educational psychology. Then for general English, you will have 12 marks, that is 12 questions. For computer knowledge, you will have 13 marks. And for mental ability, you will have 25 marks. So total if you add, you will get 100 marks. So paper 1 will have 100 questions of 100 marks and you should answer those questions in 2 hours. So that paper 1 will be based on these topics. Okay. So this much is clear, right? Now let's move on for paper 2. If you are a PM method aspirant, then your paper 2, which is a specific paper, will have physics, mathematics and PM methodology. Okay, physics will be 40 marks, that is 40 questions will be there. Mathematics will be 40 marks and methodology will be for 20 marks. Okay, if you are a CB method aspirant, then your specific paper will contain chemistry, biology and methodology based on chemistry and biology. Here chemistry will be for 40 marks, biology will be for 40 marks and methodology will be for 20 marks. Okay, clear, right? So many aspirants are getting confused between PM method and CB method. So please make it clear that PM method aspirants have to prepare for physics and mathematics only, and CB method aspirants have to prepare for chemistry and biology only. Okay, and the syllabus will be based from high school, PUC and degree level also. Okay. So I have discussed about this syllabus in I think previous session only, or I think last but one session. So please go through that video also so that you have a clarity on what is the actual syllabus for HSTR, for PM method and for CB method. Okay. So both are separate papers. PM method aspirants don't need to prepare for chemistry and biology when it comes to HSTR. and CB method aspirants don't need to prepare for physics and mathematics when it comes to HSTR. Okay, clear, right? And there will not be any negative marking. As of now, there will not be any negative marking for HSTR. Okay. Now, after getting clarity on HSTR, let's move on towards GPSTR. Now, many aspirants are getting lot of confusion related to GPSTR because they are comparing GPSTR with HSTR. See, HSTR is a purely multiple choice questions based examination, but GPSTR is not like that. Okay, in HSTR you have two papers, right? In GPSTR you will have three papers: paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3. Okay, paper 1 will be having 150 questions and they will give you 2.5 hours to write it. Paper 2 will be having 150 questions, they'll give you 3 hours to write it. And paper 3 will be having 100 questions and they will give you 2 hours to write that part. Okay, now let us discuss in detail about each paper. See, paper 1 is a only MCQs based paper. Okay, 150 questions will be asked from these topics given here. The syllabus for paper 1 contains Common Kannada, English grammar, general knowledge, mental aptitude, educational psychology, evaluation and teaching method, value and health education and computer literacy. Okay, these all topics will be there in paper 1 and all these will be multiple choice questions only. Now talking about paper 2. In paper 2 question paper, you will have a MCQs also and descriptive type questions also. MCQs means each question will be of 1 mark. They will be having 4 choices for each question. You have to take the correct option. Okay, those type of questions will be 50 questions. Rest 100 questions will be from descriptive type. Okay. See, these descriptive questions include questions of 2 marks, 3 marks and 4 marks also. So you have to write a subjective type, descriptive type answer for those type of questions. Okay. And paper 2, it will be subject specific paper. That is, you should prepare for physics, chemistry, maths and biology in order to attend GPSTR exam. Even if you are a PM method aspirant or you are a CB method aspirant, you have to prepare for entire maths and science. Okay, please make this thing clear in your mind because many aspirants are getting confused. They are asking me, Madam, I want to write GPSTR and I am PM method aspirant. So I want to prepare only for physics and maths. So that is not the procedure for GPSTR. Please note it down. Even if you are a PM method aspirant, you should prepare for chemistry and biology also. In the same manner, even if you are a CB method aspirant, you should prepare for physics and maths also for paper 2 in GPSTR. Okay, clear, right? And in the examination, for PM method aspirants, more of mathematics questions will be asked. Having said that, they will ask chemistry and biology also. Okay. And for CB method aspirants question paper, more of science questions will be asked. Having said that, you will have mathematics questions also. Okay. And for paper 2, you should score minimum 45% for your paper to be corrected. That is the qualifying percentage is there for GPSTR for paper 2, which is 45%. Okay, so this was very important part from GPSTR. I hope this thing is clear now. Now let's talk about the paper 3. Paper 3 is actually language proficiency test and it is Kannada, what we call as Kaddaya Kannada, right? So this Kaddaya Kannada is compulsory for everyone, even for first language English aspirant or first language Urdu aspirant or Kannada aspirant. Anyone will be there. They have to write this Kaddaya Kannada question paper because this is a language proficiency test and you should score minimum of 50%, which are the qualifying percentage. If you score 50% in this language proficiency test, then only your rest of the paper will be corrected. Okay, clear, right? So this was all about the exam pattern of GPSTR. Remember, in GPSTR you have paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3, and GPSTR is both multiple choice question based and descriptive type questions based, whereas HSTR is only multiple choice questions based and there is no Kaddaya paper in HSTR. There is no language proficiency test in HSTR. Okay friends, I really hope that now things are clear, and once you analyze all these type of things, you will be ready to prepare for your examination. This should be your starting step of preparation, because without knowing the exam pattern, it is not possible for anyone to prepare for the exam. Okay, so please take care of these things. First, get in your mind about the exam pattern, then go for preparation of that particular exam. Okay, thank you. All the best. Bye.